All right, the first round is upon us. Yeah, I think we'll still play first. We've got 18 lands. Yeah, this looks fine. We're going to be able to pacify any like monster threats later, and Essence Scatter, whatever his first early threatening card is. Okay, perhaps awkward, but there he is. And yeah, this isn't really going to come into play for a while, I don't think. We're gonna hope to, you know, Chandra it or get a Archaeomancer going. Is he playing an Arbor Elf? Oh dear God. There's a redirect. It's an interesting draw. Yeah, that's interesting. So let's see what he plays here. This can get tricky, this part, because like we kind of want to save our Essence Scatter for something that we can't deal with pacifism, but at the same time it can get a little awkward because if we let something resolve here and then don't pacify it and then don't draw a land, then we can't do both, and that just gets pretty bad. Looks like he's going to play a 3 here, so we are just going to scatter it. It's a Flint Hoof Boar, but good enough. We don't want to take the damage. And we've drawn a Mind Sculpt. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for a Mind Sculpt here. I want to make sure that I can use up my mana, and I kind of want to see what he's got. He's got an Elixir main. Why does this happen every time? People think that it's okay to run Elixir of Immortality in the main, and it's just horrific. It's so funny. Unless he's got some weird stuff going on, that is just not the right thing to do. I am convinced of this. All right, he's got a Phoenix, which is actually just the perfect pacifism target. Oops. As the garbage truck goes by my condo. Apologies for that. I'll just hold on to the other Mind Sculpt for the moment. He plays Visionary. Sure. And he's got a Farseek. Now, we've milled away his island, but it looks like he's got another. Maybe him having another was a reason to Mind Sculpt him before, just because if he's trying to dig up certain lands and we get rid of him. Really? I have no words. What in the heck is even going on here? He is splashing Nicol Bolas in his mono green deck. And he's running Elixir of Immortality in the main. Yeah, this deck is just embarrassing. Oh man, Ranger's Path into Nicol Bolas. That is very deep. We've milled away one swamp. He's only got 12 cards left. He is going to revive a green card. He is targeting Pack Leader, which seems fine. I mean, he can cast it next turn. Now, I can redirect this. If I do, I can give him Flint Hoof Boar, Arbor Elf, Ranger's Path, Farseek, or Elvish Visionary. I suppose just giving him an Elvish Visionary probably isn't the worst here. He doesn't seem to have any removal, so I think I'm going to do, or not, excuse me, not a Visionary, a Farseek. I'm going to do that. Because right now facing down a Pack Leader seems pretty harsh. Actually, you could just give him another Arbor Elf. No, that thing can attack me. I'll give him a Farseek. That's pretty funny. I mean, it does let him ramp out, but... And he plays a Beast Tracker. Now I wish I had the other one. And he's going to get a Nighthawk that he just cannot cast. I do not know what's happening here. We're going to have a Serpent that is going to be online, and we even drew our land for it. This thing is unblockable. I mean, he's still a ways off from being able to cast this. Oh, he switcherooed. All right, well, that's pretty good. We need something like an unsummon, I guess. We're going to be dead very quickly. Yeah, switcheroo kind of got us there. Especially because we can't even block. Oh, he's got a 5-drop as well. Alright, so we need a creature. We need more than that. We need something pretty devastating here. And we lose. Alright. So, his deck is horrific. So what do we want to do about that? Well, I think we're going to bring in the negate, because that just seems like it's going to get him. I mean, Mind Rot, that kind of stuff would work really well against him, because he's going to be stuck with a bunch of stuff in his hand all the time. Oblivion Ring seems great. Pacifisms seem okay. I mean, we're not taking them out. I'm just kind of taking stock here. We'll lose a Scroll Thief, I suppose. Well, Scroll Thief actually, only having 10 creatures, I'm pretty not excited about cutting one. And Crust, although, seems good against that Phoenix. Although, that being said, that Phoenix can never come back in his deck, right? All right, let's give this a shot here. Now, we didn't draw any blue here, but we have to assume that we will. If that's the case, are we keeping this hand? And I'm going to say no. I don't think it's that good of a hand, even if we do draw blue. Like, I'd rather have this, to be honest. And he just bricks on a duress because this guy is just a glutton for punishment, apparently. And we get nothing, and instead lose our 2 best removal spells. Boo. Fairly unlucky. And he plays a Farseek into... Which of his 4 colors is he going to get? Okay, so he's got a Nighthawk in his hand. And we have nothing in ours. Nighthawk is annoying, although I have to say it doesn't put a huge clock on us, so we should be able to dig. That, on the other hand, does put a huge clock on us, and we are just bricking. Sure. This all seems very reasonable. The main deck elixir. And he just revived Farseek. Alright, and we again basically brick off here. I guess I should have attacked there. I guess the Scroll Thief will do something in that, unless he starts playing dudes. Alright, Farseek. Take it. And we get a clone, which is pretty good. Probably just want the Scroll Thief here, though. I was hoping to draw the negate. Okay, there's the Nighthawk, so that's what we're going to be cloning here. Well, that's not the worst. clone that thing. This should halt the proceedings for a turn. We'll just trade it off for the Firewing Phoenix, probably. Nice mana, by the way. He can't return it currently. He might even just bash with both. No, he doesn't want to. Alright, so do this. And we hit another Augur. Probably need to just Augur here if I... Well, no, I guess that's not true. I can just play out. Oh, I can do both. I didn't realize I was at 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so let's Augur first and see what we get. Maybe Talrand's Invocation. Well, we got a Mind Sculpt. Not exactly amazing, but I guess it's a thing. But I'm just going to run out the big Serpy McSerpensons here. And pass turn back. He's got to find some other threat here because he doesn't want to let the Scroll Thief start hitting him. All right, Beast Tracker so that we can Mind Sculpt away whatever it is that he is going to search up. Is that what you just did? He just gets nothing. All right, so Beast Tracker for no value. Cool. We, on the other hand, managed to keep flooding a little bit here. I am going to go ahead and run out this mountain. Yeah. Send him. I got no other plan than this. I'm trying to decide if I should Mind Sculpt him or not. I don't think I should. I can find... I mean, he knows it's coming, but I can also find Chandra to double sculpt him if it becomes a factor. All right, now he's going to start racing me, apparently, which should benefit me unless he plays like a pack leader or something huge. All right, so Centaur Courser counts. Second Elixir. All right, we hit our pacifism. That's a big draw here. So, got to decide what to do with it. I can get aggressive, pacify the Centaur Courser, and attack with everything. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then he gains 2 back, and then I hit him back, and we'll win that race, except for that he's got 10 life kind of in the bag here. I can also just pacify the Vampire Nighthawk. That takes away his clock and just start bashing him down with this Harbor Serpent. I think that's got to be our play here. He's out of cards, so we're just going to 3-turn clock him here with the Harbor Serpent. I'd like to start getting in with the excuse me, with the Augur, but alas. Sweet. All right, so one more turn, and any creature he draws here is not relevant since we've drawn the Essence Scatter. I'd prefer a negate since creatures can't get in the way of this anyway. But Flinthoof Boar is going to resolve. He's going to give it haste, and none of this should matter. Maybe I should have actually... Yeah, maybe I should have just scattered it. I get to kill one of the things. Okay, well, he's just going to just let me kill it, I guess. I was thinking I was going to take some damage here because he was going to attack with both and put myself into range of something stupid, but got 3 turns to kill him still, and he's going to take out my guy there. All right. Ooh. That is somewhat spicy. All right, so we're going to get him to blow off one of his elixirs here. We're going to play Chandra. Pinging him doesn't matter, but killing this certainly does. Pass turn. So he'll probably just attack Chandra, which he does. Now, do I care about that? I don't think so. I'm not planning on using her double ability for anything this game, so I'm just going to let her take the 1. Because if I draw another creature, there's one, I'd like to be able to triple block or, put multiple blocks down on the Centaur Courser. All right, so he's got, public execution here. And that's going to resolve, which is annoying, but acceptable. We're going to ping him. And say go. So he's at virtual 9. He's going to want to kill Chandra here. And we've got a tough decision. Right now we can crack him back for 5, which brings him to 4 again. But I can get the damage back. So I think I should just block here. I don't think I want to. I think my Fairy Invaders are like my main way to win this game at this point. So. All right, we're going to just counter his Visionary here. I don't want him to draw a card. We're going to play a Fairy Invaders on end step. All right, he's just going to gain his life right now. We draw another land, so we're just going to ping him. Attack him. It's going to put him to 5. And is there any reason to Mind Sculpt him here? I can't think of one. Probably go after Chandra again here, in which case I will block. Yes, slightly different long term because the Augur of Bolas can attack like twice potentially, but I'm planning on getting just the same amount of damage in here by doing this, and then I get to do it again next turn. All right, so he's going to go to 1 here. He can't kill Chandra this turn, so he's got to kill Fairy Invaders and Chandra. Yeah, she's at 1. So she's lethal. All right, he just wanted to get that value point in there to make sure that I knew. All right. Feels like this Encrust would be pretty good. Mind Sculpts are coming out for sure. I don't like that card anyway, but I think it's a fine win condition, but not when your opponent main decks at least one elixir and then throws another in there for value. So that's not going to happen. Courtly Provocateur seems okay. Maybe just Pillarfield Ox. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. He teams up with our other guys and blocks his ground guys pretty well. Yeah, this seems okay. I'm not in love with this hand because it's got 2 huge drops, but Talon's Invocation is really good, and we can run out the Augur, and if we hit a white source here, we've got Pacifism and Oblivion Ring. All right, Elvish Visionary and the Beatdowns. Yep, you got it, champ. So, Plains? Another Augur. Kind of awkward, but it will stem the bleeding here for now. And we see 100 of our Plains go to the bottom of our library because that's kind of how it's been for us today. And he is going to play Ranger's Path, I guess. No, Primordial. Ooh, that's a good one, though. So let's Augur into nothing. And this is all stuff that we want, so we're going to be shuffling anyway, which is kind of nice. And then we're going to Oblivion Ring his Roaring Primadox after he bounces his Visionary and gets a card off it, which is kind of annoying, but thankfully takes up about a turn of him here, so that's good. I don't want this engine to go very far though, especially because that Primodox is just going to beat the crap out of us in the meantime. Yep, you got your 4 colors. And you got your 4 damage as well, so that's pretty good. Alright, so shuffle the deck. Now we drew a Divination, which is sweet, but we need to Oblivion Ring this Primodox, especially because it blanks Pacifism as well, which is super annoying. Alright, I don't think I'm going to attack here at all, though. If we draw a land, we're going to Talon's Invocation. If we don't, we're going to Divination. Looks pretty straightforward here. He's using up his whole hand to create lands. He went and got Swamp this time. Revive Farseek, replay it. Alright. He's going very deep. There is no doubt about that. Would feel better with a negate. Chandra. Alright, well. Divination. Into the bricks. Sigh. Yeah, I think he's gonna Nicol Bolas us here and just we're dead, but no. Silly me. Man, none of these are what we want. Got to cast something though. I don't want to discard, so we're just going to run the Windrake out here, aka our big win con. And then the next turn, we're just going to pacify the Nighthawk, theoretically, and hit him. Unsummon, all right. Summon's not the worst. I don't think good is how I would describe it here, since it does not produce mana, but it's fine. I don't think I would use it even if he cast it. Another Arbor Elf, sure. Alright, so he seems to have run out of gas here. Alright, now we're in business. If I had a mountain, I would get greedy and go Chandra and then try to go Chandra's into Talon's Invocation, but hell no. We are definitely not in that position currently. Make a case that I should start attacking with these augurs as well. But these games go very long when your opponent's running double elixir. Alright, so let's bash. And yeah, actually let's bash with these guys too. Because I'm going to have at least a Scroll Thief on the ground. And he's going to want to trade off some of these, and I want to get the board clear for my Scroll Thief. Alright, so he just piled everybody up on here, and I think I do just... It's either that or the Beast Tracker. Which one do I want to take out? Arbor Elf? I don't think it matters. I'm gonna take out the Beast Tracker here because it has higher power. Him having multiple... And he's got another Arbor Elf. He's got 100 mana. I don't think that the mana really matters at this point, so... Alright, so let's play a Scroll Thief, and we've got our redirect mana up as well. So we can see what he does here. If he tries to target something, then we can kill it. He does not. Considering bouncing an Arbor Elf so that we can get through with a Scroll Thief, but I guess I can just do that in combat and feel okay about it as well. I actually just want to resolve this Harbor Serpent now. Yeah, let's just battle. If he wants to triple block this thief, then he takes 7, he goes to 2. Plummet. Can redirect it, but it's got to have a creature with flying. So I can redirect it to kill his Nighthawk. Which is actually kind of worse, but I think that keeping my guy alive is probably worth it. Otherwise, what am I doing? I'm following up with Harbor Serpent, which is also just sweet. Yeah, I think I should just let him do that, actually. He's going to pile everybody up on Scroll Thief. I'm just going to allow that. Because I've got lethal in the air anyway, and I can present... Well, I mean, not lethal because he's got the stupid elixirs, but... something that approximate lethal. 1 hit from this equals 1 of these, so I'd trade 1 combat step for a card, generally speaking. All right, battle time. He is going to gain 5 life and shuffle in response. And probably just do it again. Yeah, all right, so he's at 14 now. He feels much safer. And he's just going to chump block here as he's going to take 9 and go to 5. All right, so we've got 7 mana. Not quite enough for Stormtide Leviathan, which is fine because I don't think that's really the play anyway. We just need to protect our board. Like if you draw a switcheroo or something, then I can redirect it or do an unsummon trick or something like that. Revive your Elvish Visionary. Yeah, that can happen. Yep, this all happens. And we have slayed the mighty dragon. All right, so our deck wasn't super cooperative with us there, but it did end up getting us there. Thankfully, our opponent was playing kind of a mess there, so we were able to get by. But we'll see if it performs a little bit better in the next round.